Hi, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you might be watching this. This is Monday, September the 20th, and it is a full moon Monday, full moon in Pisces today. And I trust that you are watching this reading, energy reading for the week at whatever time, place, or situation you might be in, that it's divinely timed. So if you're watching this even a year from now, it is a message that you need to hear at that time. Or if you're watching it today, tonight, or tomorrow, or anytime, it's when it was needed to be heard. So I've already shuffled the cards and pulled them, connected with the energies, because it is a full moon, and I've been enjoying using the Fairy deck and the Sacred Destiny deck by Denise Lynn and the Moonology deck by Yasmin Boland. I've stuck with that again for this week. So taking into account that in this new full moon in Pisces, this full moon is always a time to release. But because of this particular phase and the powerfulness of this moon, it also represents, and I'm pulling this out of the Moonology diary for this particular moon in Pisces. It's the last, Pisces being the last sign of the zodiac, so this last full moon marks the end of a period in our lives. So taking that into account, and reading the cards, feeling into the cards. So the first card I pulled is a travel card. So, and then a clarifying card with that is flexibility. So to me, and the travel card is talking about upcoming trip. But I also feel, because these are current energies as well, that it feels to me that there has been movement already. That is not so much of a planned trip. You might have one planned, but it's also, there has been movement in your life. But I feel like the overarching energy is about being in the current energy of wherever you may be. So if you're having movement, whether it be traveling or moving places or changing of some sort of scenery, but it's physically moving from one place to another. But it's with the flexibility card, I feel like it's really the cards are telling us about being in the moment, is what I'm trying to spit out here. About with the flexibility, if you're in the moment, then you're going with the flow, and that allows the universe to work through you and around you and for you. Whereas if you don't have that flexibility, then you might miss certain things and you're in resistance. So when you're in that space of movement, physical movement, keep in the awareness of being present, of the energy you're feeling, what is around you, how the environment feels, and being open to whatever presents itself. Or if you had a plan to do something and it maybe isn't feeling right, or it needs to be adjusted or canceled or changed altogether, just go with it and trust that it's always for a higher reason. And by having that awareness in the space, you are being in the flow rather than working against it. So the next card is about asking for what you want. So definitely in this period of an end of a cycle of your life, it is the time to get in touch with your heart chakra and your solar plexus chakra. Sit with that. What lights you up? What brings you joy? What makes you happy? And ask for that in your life, and trust that it's coming, trust that it's already here. It's just a matter of it manifesting. And so the going forward card, as a clarifying card with that, is the way of telling the universe, what to bring to you. And, with the sun shining at the end of the path, definitely. So if it's going to bring you joy and you're putting out there what you want, rather than because we are the creators of our life. So we need to consciously create what we want, what lights us up. And if you don't, then it seems, if you're not consciously creating what you want in your life, then it's almost like this default. You are still creating, but it's not consciously, and then it's easier to fall into a victim mode and resisting because it's not really what you want. So it's just about getting in touch with that child like aspect of your who you are, that that part of you that wants to stop and smell the flowers and find the joy in every moment and get excited about life and where you're going. So consciously creating your path going forward, and in doing this, you are like your own guide, your own spiritual teacher. It seems funny to say that, but with that last card, the spiritual teacher, and I know that card came up last week as well. But I feel like you're following your life's path and purpose if you're consciously creating and following what brings you bliss. And that is how you follow your path. You're not listening to outside influences of what you should or could be doing, but you're rocking your own suit of colors, so to speak. You're being true to yourself, and with the action card, it's about manifesting and living that truth. So speaking it, taking action, even if it's little steps. Every step is a little one on your journey. So it's not about any big steps. It's just there can be some big steps, but all those big ones, there's always usually little ones leading up to it. And then the Moonology card that I pulled, and I think this is the same one that I might have pulled last week or the week after, and I did really shuffle all these cards, so I always have a little internal chuckle when I see similar cards come up, even though I shuffled. But it just tells you that, we're still working through the energies. It is definitely a flow. So the last card is the waxing crescent moon. Have faith in your dreams. So again, it totally works with this reading about being flexible, manifesting what you want, what brings you bliss, and following your path, your truth, and having faith in all of it, that it's all happening for you, and everything is already happening. It's here now in this present moment. So that is it. And thank you again for joining me. I really appreciate your support. I would always love any feedback in the comments. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my page. I would appreciate that. And like my videos and share them if you find any benefit in them. Thank you so much. And remember, you are loved. You are love, and I love you. Bye for now.